Hello, everybody. Another day of 360, and this is going to be a fun one, okay? Get your fire extinguishers. I'm going to try to behave myself. I'm not sure. Hide your children and your pets or whatever. Right now, I'm going to go make sure my YouTube channel is okay, and I'll turn it over to Red, and I'll be back.
Thanks very much, Marty. Hello, Chris. How are you? Good to be here again on 360 amongst my friends. Well, I am still tingling. My fingertips, they're still buzzing. We are still tingling from what we saw last night. For those that got on, history was made and you were part of it. Simple as that. There's no getting away from the fact that the 3,500 that managed to get on to last night's corporate first O-Connect webinar really are the history makers. You'll be talking about it in many, many years to come, that you were there on that very, very first one. We've got lots and lots to go through with you today. It couldn't be a better platform to go through what we saw last night, to really display to you the excitement that we saw in it, and also to give you a little bit of a heads up of where we are at with O-Connect and really why it's such a big deal and the possibilities that O-Connect are going to open for you as a founder. Without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Chris, and then we're going to circle back round to Marty.
Well, hello, my favorite two brothers. What's happening? Both looking good as usual. I have to say this, though. You look a lot sexier on O-Connect. Zoom just ain't cutting it out for me, or this other stuff. But Zoom, O-Connect made you guys look like Elvis and Brad Pitt. I don't know what it is about it, but pretty cool. Let me just say hi, and I'm really excited. But I don't want to forget something very important, which is the birthdays. And I hate doing this. Is real quick. Problem is I can't find out where I put it. Here, hold on. There it is. Crazy day. It's been a crazy day. And of course, that's not working. Anyway, I got to say happy birthday to our brother, Charles Osong, because I, for some reason, can't find my birthdays. Charles Osong, I know, is in Africa. We all wish him a really cool. There it is. There it is. Let me do this again. Irina Prasnik, happy birthday. Barbara Juby, happy birthday. Chang Yang, my brother Chang. He's in Vietnam. He's all over the place. Happy birthday. Harry Bratschastra, Harry from Canada. Brat Schneider, I think it is. Brother, I haven't seen you in a while. Happy birthday to you. Hope you're doing great. Charles Osong, happy birthday again. And Paul Tate. All right, let me close that out. You know what? Very exciting times for me. I actually slept a couple hours last night, just dreaming about this. And I don't have any words to explain how I feel. All I know is the negativity. Any negativity I had in my body for anything has flown out the window. Marty, you give me thumbs up when you're ready to go. Okay, he's going to give me thumbs up. But anyway, you ready to go? All right, because my tap dancing is out right now. Marty, go! Back to you.
That was a quick tap dance, man. I'll say some shout outs to everybody in a little while. I'm not sure where I'm going to start and where I'm going to wind up, so have patience. A lot racing through my mind since yesterday. Listen, expectations for me are very, very high, but yesterday it was surpassed. I looked at what we have. I look at all. I've been on all the other ones, and for a test, I could not believe what I saw and the features and what the possibilities are. In my mind, I'm always thinking, man, what can you do with this? And then when I saw Ash put the call to action up above his video, which a call to action means, let's say you have something that you wanna sell or you're promoting. What happens in the industry, and I'm going to tell you this not because I read about it, it's because I lived it for 20 years, okay? When you would go to a big webinar, there was always 2 or 3 people that ran it. They always ran it. And it was kind of a push and shove to get what you could. You might invite 10 people to the webinar. Now, most people getting 5 or 10 people there, that's very difficult. It's not easy. They're not marketers. They don't do it. Especially if you haven't gone after your family already once, they might come with you. Here's what happens though. You go there and the speaker's going and all that, and then they have a friend and maybe they invited a friend, and I've invited people and they invited others. And I thought, oh, this is fantastic. The webinar would be over. A couple of the people might sign up that I invited, and I'm going down the road. And then a few weeks later, a month later, some people that I know are in the business, but not on my team. Now, what happens is people go in and they say, oh, I want to follow him. Not knowing that most of those hims and hers are full of crap. Okay, they just happen to be running it and they're better at doing what they're doing. But listen, they're all broke and none of them last. None of them. I met a guy that was making all kinds of money, bought a house. Oh, I make 80 grand a month. Next time I talk to me, he's losing his home. Because it's not a business like people think it is. You got to go in and work like a mule and be very, very, very good at it. And as soon as you sneeze, lay on your back, close your eyes, your business dies. That's fact. You don't have to like it. And I don't care if anybody's watching and said, you don't know what he's talking about. I'm one of the 1%. No, you're probably not. I've yet to meet one yet. Okay. I hear people say they are, but when you talk to them long enough, you find out they are full of poo, 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 right? So the beauty of the system and the beauty of OnPassive is the number one marketer in OnPassive is in your mirror. You have all the tools, you have all the backing, you have everything behind you because this man, Mr. Mafar, and his family and the team he put together said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to make John Smith a hero. He's going to, for the first time in his life, have a marketing platform behind him to do whatever he wants to do. Whatever he wants to do. O-Connect is one of the biggest, strongest things I've ever seen. And I mean ever, 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 ever. And go look up some stuff going on in the news now with some of the other big conference call people. It's not good. Anyway, what I want to tell you is, yesterday when we saw that, you looked at the video plan and how clear it was, and you're seeing the people. Listen, I was fortunate enough to be on the panel. Well, Marty, you're always on the panel. Okay, so what? You're going to have your own panel really soon. The object of it was Mr. Mufara, who can pick 200 names out like that. Read them off. Well, how do I know? He's done it to me. Invite. I'm like, what the freak? I can't even copy them that fast. Knows them by heart. Why? They're the furniture of OnPassive. And I don't mean big talkers on a weekend. They don't do lives every day. They don't do, but they're supportive. They stuck with it. They had loyalty, and he does not forget. He built the system for you. It doesn't matter if I market or not. He didn't build it for a market. He built it for anybody that wants a fair game to play in this game of trying to make money online or offline. And there's not a fair playing field. Right now, if you're looking OnPassive like a baseball game, OnPassive is the bat. You say, well, I can't hardly hit a fastball. The bat's that freaking big around, okay? You can't miss it. And the ball's a beach ball. You're hit it. It's going. Okay, it's not the normal whatever. He created things so it's so simple. All you got to do is look at something, drag, drop, and you're going to be successful. It's that simple. And yesterday when he put up that call to action, which is, you see this boom, 3 minutes or whatever, and it says something, you can have it say anything you want. You click that, and it takes him to the site that guy above him wanted you to go. Now, I could be on a webinar right now with Chris and Red. I get on and I say, look, and I might be promoting something different than Red and Chris, really. That's how big this is. It really could be the case. If that happens, above me, I have if you're interested in this, blah. Because what happens in the real world is you get on a webinar, you're psyched up, you really want to do it. It goes off. You say, oh, I got to remember that. The phone rings. You go out and get the mail. You go grocery shop. You come back. You forgot. With a call to action button, it's now. You see it? I want to do it. Click. That's the world today, by the way. The whole world is now. I don't need to watch Action News of what's going on because some kid's got a freaking camera on his phone and he already showed it to everybody in the world. Action News is everybody. Action News is in your pocket. Okay. You can Action News anything you want. But the whole industry is moving that direction. What did Unpassive do? What did Ash do? He said, where are we going? And I want to be there before everybody else. And he built O-Connect. And did I think it would be great? Yes. I've been around here about 4 years. Yes, I expected the best. It's better than I expected, without a doubt. And I want to tell you something. If you got in there and you see the white screen, or you got a note saying host kicked you out, listen to me. When you get the message host kicked you out, we all got the same message. It's just a note that automatically kicks up because it kicked out. They're working on it. Yesterday, it did not kick out once they started. It did not. But they opened the door. The ushers let the people in and they closed the door. That number happened to be somewhere around 3,000. What did everybody else see? The white door. I can't get in. It's not working for me. It's working. The door's locked. They have enough for that test. And you say, well, how are they testing more people? It wasn't about the maximum of people. It's about all the people clicking different stuff. And you have people behind the scenes going, and you got people on all different screens watching everything we do. And if something goes click or doesn't look right, they're taking notes. Ash is taking notes. Muhammad Kamal's taking notes. You can see people in the background taking notes because they're calling back and forth. Ash is texting. Hey, when you click this, the mute button has an X to it, and it should, and we think, oh, they're listening and watching everything we do. Now, next time we go on, which could be Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, I expect this boom, boom, boom. I said, this isn't weeks away. It's not around the corner. That knock on your door is Unpassive. He's not walking down the street. He's at your front door. Be ready for it. Don't take anything personal. And like was said by Ash, I have no tolerance for negative and what about me and what. Listen, obviously 1,400,000 people can't be there. I am where I'm at. Why? Because of stuff I did to get here. I didn't plan on being Marty, this guy. I did something. I wanted to do it. And the outcome was my big ass is on the webinar. That's how it happened. But we all had the same opportunity. There wasn't a magic wand. Hey, let's take the fat guy from New Jersey. We're going to push him up to the top. That's not what happened. I felt like I could help. And I wanted to help. And while you do that, if things change the way things look, that wasn't my aim. The results is that same with Red. We did what we thought was right for people, the same with Chris. So I just want to let you know that. And I want to tell you something. Since I've been in, and if anybody says this isn't true, they're a liar. I have reached my hand down and pulled up as many people as I could. I have. I didn't stop there. If I pulled you up, I pushed you above me. I'm not that proud. Because anything better for the company is better for me and my family, and better for you and your family. I help people get there. If you flap your wings and you jump out of the nest and you can soar, soar, baby, soar. If you fall, you fell because of you. It's nothing to do with us three or anybody else. And I'm telling you, the intent was pack people in the panel. We had a large list. Just didn't happen yet. I'm getting texts while I'm trying to watch what's going on. Hey, I'm still here. Yeah, I know you're there, okay? How could I not know? But it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And very soon, guess what? You're going to be the host of your own webinar. You could do whatever you want. Don't invite this fat boy. I'll be good. No, but seriously, listen, Ash has spent the whole time, and I don't know how much money, disgusting amount of money and time to build something for you. Yes, I'm talking to you. You can make this what you want. If you hem and haw, no, I don't know, you're going to get squat. And that's what you deserve. Take this thing and ride it to the sunset. You have a Rolls Royce. You drive it like a Volkswagen. That's up to you. That's not me. It's got 6 gears. I'm going to the 6th gear. It's got a gas pedal. I'm going to ram the pig to the floor and hit the concrete. That's me, though. You don't have to. It's a self-driving car. But you can give it more gas and you can shift to high gear. It's up to you. What we saw yesterday is life-changing. Please. And you said, well, it's easy for you to see. No, it's not. I see what I see, and I'm watching all that happened. Look at everything that happened just this last year. And if you don't feel something different, you got to make an appointment. And don't worry about from here down. Something over here up is dead. You got to get something going. Electricity, whatever you can. Anyway, that's all I got right now. I'm going to turn it over to Red. Sorry.
Oh, Marty, fantastic, my friend. Oh, I love it when you go do this. It's great because it's how you feel. It's from the heart, and it just shows that you're absolutely a real normal person. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what we saw last night from OConnect. For those that have got on, Ash did a couple of things on there to see if we could hear things, see if we could see things, etc. He brought up a couple of videos, actually very poignant to the point of why he actually selected those videos, because of the lyrics within them. It's really appertained very nicely to the journey that he's been on as far as on passive and what we are doing. That's a different story completely. But as far as the clarity is concerned, I certainly know that Jane was listening through her earphones, and she said it was like being in a cinema. They were 3 surround soundy, HD, really good audio. And as far as the video is concerned, HD quality. We heard from Bill Must that he had it on his great big 72-inch screen. He said the clarity was just amazing. Now, Ash also said, this is the worst that OConnect is ever going to be. What you saw yesterday is the worst. Now, as Marty has already said, why are we focusing so much on OConnect at the moment? Because it's the first of the big guns as far as products is concerned that on passive are rolling out. It's also the first of the paid products that on passive are rolling out. So everything about it has to be fit for purpose as far as the user is concerned. But more importantly of that is it's going to be such an integral part of other products and services of on passive. This needs to be nailed. This is why this rollout of the testing period that we are doing, this is what we are here to do as a founder, is to help test en masse this product and other products. I'm sure it's going to happen as well, to make sure that it is fit for purpose for the user and any bugs get ironed out before we go live with it. A bit like Apple with their iPhones. They release the iPhone, people buy it, everyone goes, this is fantastic. Look at all these gadgets. They work smoothly, nothing goes wrong. Why? Because they've done all the testing before it gets to that stage. This is exactly what is happening with OConnect. But I can assure you of one thing as far as OConnect is concerned, regardless of your view of whether you're going to use it or not, regardless of your view of whether you understand it or not, that is immaterial. But I can assure you of the fact, and the fact is OConnect will sell itself. Why am I saying this? I'm saying it because of the features that will be involved in OConnect that blow everything else out the water. What we saw last night is just a webinar platform, similar to what we use in Zoom or Restream, StreamYard, whatever the others were, or are, multimedia, etc. Very similar. You see a guy on the screen, you listen to some music, you get a video, bit of chat down the right-hand corner, not much different. But there's so much more to OConnect than just that. For a start, Marty has mentioned one thing that we saw, the call to action button. Now, that is probably, in my opinion, the biggest deal of what a media platform is going to be, a webinar platform, because it brings so much more to the table. If you're a YouTuber now, or you do Amazon, or you do eBay, or you do anything, right? Majority of the things, they have a video. If you do a video, you put the call to action there. It's got a timer on, you click it, it goes to the product you're trying to sell, or the service that you are offering, or the website you are talking about, or the link that you've just told people about. All of this is there. It can change it 3, 4, 5, 10, 100 times throughout the webinar. There is no limit to it. This is another added bonus to what OConnect is doing. It's limitless. Have 2 people, have 2,000, have 200,000. It's all going to be there for us to use. Whereas there's restrictions on many other things that we see out there, this is what we are going to be providing to the user. Limitless, better quality, more features, sounds better, looks better, easier to use, more interaction. All of these things combined is going to give that user the reason to change. It's not going to be Redfern, Marty, DeGarmo, or Chris Johnson saying, yeah, come on over here, come and look what we got, it's far better. It's going to be the user using it once and then going, wow, I've got to tell my friends about this. That is what is going to happen. They're going to use it themselves, whether it is because they have been invited on to the platform. And what happens when they've been invited to go on OConnect? Remember, how's the only way they're going to get to view OConnect? Through a founder's link. It might be the OConnect link, but it's still a founder's OConnect link. That automatically puts that person in that person's organization and gives them free access to the ecosystem. Just think a little bit about the opportunity. Just think a little bit about what is going to be happening here as far as OConnect is concerned. What we witnessed last night really is just the start. It's the engine on the block, seeing if it turns over. We haven't put the chassis round it. We haven't put the comfy seats on it. We haven't made it streamlined. It's just an engine that works really well as it is at the moment. We haven't put nitro in it to make it go faster or anything else like that. It is just the basics. But even at that stage, this is a monster of an engine that most companies out there would give their right arm to have right now. So to say I'm excited about what I saw last night is, I haven't got words for it. We've been told that Dr. Sahar, when the platform is stable, she's going to come on and give us a whole demonstration of all of the features. Don't worry about using them, guys, because there is going to be the same as what we have in the back office now. Tutorials, guides, videos on how to use everything. But one thing's for sure, this is going to make a big wave as far as the platforms of Zoom and all the rest of them are concerned. There will be some worried people, I can assure you, when this baby gets launched. That's it from me. Chris, it's all yours.
Holy cow, you guys didn't leave me nothing. But you know me, I always got something. even when I got nothing. First of all, let me tell you something, what I saw yesterday. I'm already sexy. We already know that. And when I got onto O Connect, here's the three guys I saw: Brad Pitt, Ashton Kutcher, and George Clooney. That's what I saw. Oh my God, Red had this flowing hair. Me and Marty looked like about a buck, 180 pounds. O Connect does that. It's that good. It makes everyone look that sexy. And that's fun. I want to say something. First of all, I want to thank Dana's Energy and Gina Leva for something here. Last night, as I was trying to sleep, Dana's Energy sent me something. And it was a video. Dr. Super was speaking. I missed this. I don't know how I missed it. I want to repeat what she said. It's very powerful. She said, people who are doubting how far we will go, well, we are going so far that we won't hear those individuals anymore. You get it? That's how far we're going. In other words, she's saying, keep on the right path. You're going where they're not. You're not going to hear them anymore. I thought it was pretty amazing. So then I'm sitting there, and my other sister, Gina Leva, she sends me this thing about Zoom. Holy cow, I'm reading it. I sent it off to a few people. Look at this. Where other tech companies are laying off or giving people pink slips, especially how they did it. Oh, they emailed them. Pretty sad. All those people in Zoom, I have an announcement for you. Unpassive is hiring. Go to unpassive.com. Check out the hiring list. We're hiring at unpassive.com, where other tech companies are slicing your livelihood off, which is your money. All right. And they did it in a horrible way. Very sad. So here's what I'm going to say today. I got a couple props. Here's my scissors. Chop, 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 chop. All right. I'm cutting all the paths and strings that lead to me, that want to talk to me about negative. I am throwing in the towel because I'm out of this boxing match. All right. I am going to be positive. I'm going to stay positive. All you negative people that have been tying a rope around my neck with a big anchor, I'm done. Marty, Red, they've been telling me and it's hard for me sometimes, but I'm done. The strings are cut. The towel is thrown in. I want to let you know, we are going to be legends. We are legends right now. You just don't know it. To you people that want to keep saying things to me, that's what I think. What I saw yesterday put me where I want to be. It put me where I want to be. All right. And all of you are going to have that opportunity. I got people yelling at me. Well, you're always on there. If you can ask Marty, right, I always say, man, I don't really want to be on camera. I've said this 100 times. Anyone can take my place, and that's coming. That's coming. I love being on there. All right. I don't really like being on camera because, I'm sexy, but everyone starts calling me, hey, no, that's not it. I want everyone to see this. But we're telling you, 3 of us, there was 7 or 8 of us on there last night. There was 3,400 people that saw it. I got nothing but wow, Chris. Pretty cool. Holy mackerel. You are sexy. That was my favorite one. But I'm telling you guys, I wrote something down that I thought was important too, and I want to read it. It said, if you have a dream, you got to protect it. Ash Mafar was telling you yesterday, whether you heard it or not, stop whining, stop complaining. You don't pay the bills. You don't work the hours these guys are doing. And I totally agree, because I was there one time in my life working ungodly hours. I know what those guys are going through. I certainly know what Ash Mafar is going through. He's there to uplift us and show us what he has, not for him, not for his family, for all of us. And I think a lot of you don't understand that, or you don't respect that. And I know you don't like when I say, hey, there's a button that says you can get out of it. But I'm saying, if this is bugging you so much, please do yourself a favor and hit that delete button. The membership, get out of it. I don't want to hear about it. You know why? Because I'm following Dr. Soha's advice. I'm at the point now where I don't hear it no more. I don't want to hear it. There's little things going on in passive where some people can't necessarily get in. That is all going to be addressed as soon as something, they're working on a bigger thing right now. They know you're there. You're not going anywhere, but they're going to be working on something bigger that's going to be fix all these little things that you have. So I asked, one guy said, Chris, you want me to be patient? Yeah, I just want you to be patient. I don't want to tell you something and it doesn't happen. A lot of you get mad at us. Sometimes we say something, next thing you know, it doesn't happen. Bam, here comes the hate mails. I cut them, Red. I swear, Marty, I cut them. They're not coming. Guys, be happy. I'm going to tell you right now, none of you, including myself, have anything better than a passive. Respect that. I retired. I did my time. A lot of you have. But I seen bigger things. I seen a better retirement when I got into a passive. Stop complaining. Yes, people have passed away. That's not on passive's fault. Yes, people are hurting. They're broke. For God's sakes, we just had a major earthquake where people are crushed. If you've seen the videos, babies are being pulled out of the rubble. They're still alive. But what they're going through. And you guys are sitting at home eating popcorn thinking, man, I can't get on. And you're pissed about that. Be thankful for what you have. You better be thankful that a passive is in your life, because I'm going to tell you, all you complainers out there, and I'm being the mean one today, you've got nothing to complain about. You joined on passive. You knew what it was about. You knew to be patient, but yet you're going to sit there and complain to me. I can't do this. I can't do that. And all you people that all of a sudden want to come out of the woodwork, I'm going to tell you right now, it's too late. It's too late. Right now, you know what I want to see come out of the woodwork from you? Talk about our free products. Talk about our products. Talk about our passive, what they're doing for people, humanity. I don't want to hear how great you are. I don't want to hear that you were first, you were last. Everyone is equal and passive. And I'm shooting it out my mouth today because I believe it has to be said. Give Ash Mafara a break. Let him do what he's good at. We are the thorns. Many of us are thorns in his side. Leave him alone. He's got enough critics. He's got enough critics out there. All right. Which they're all going to be non-critics when all this really happens. But man, founders, take a deep breath, sit back and enjoy this. Please don't complain, because none of you have the intelligence or the monetary gains to do exactly what Ash Mafar is doing. And he ain't doing it for himself. He's doing it for us. All right. Now, am I complaining a little bit? You damn right I'm complaining today, because I am tired of people being so damn negative when they have the greatest thing in the world in the palm of their hands and it only cost them $97. All right. You didn't see the other companies launch. Marty talked about this last week. You didn't know what they went through. Ash Mafar is showing you, oh my God, this is what we're going through. And you're going to be able to explain that to your greatest grandkids. And it's going to be passed down to Grandpa Red, Grandpa Marty, Grandpa Chris. Man, they stuck with it. They had people punching them and slapping them. They did whatever they could to let people know, guys, this is so real and it's going to change your life immensely. But yet we had people saying, nah, I don't hear nah anymore. I hear, yeah, let's go, baby. Next step. All right, I'm going on way too much. Marty, Red, I love you both. Sorry I'm complaining to people, but damn, wake the hell up and look what you got, because you really don't know. Marty DeGarmo, back to you.
And by the way, that was Chris Johnson. He said he had nothing to say. Anyway, first thing I'd like to say, someone out there is taking care of Mr. Ash Mufara. And I want to give a shout out to Dr. Santana and say, whatever you do, that's a valuable, valuable human being. To make sure you give him the best of the best, because that's exactly what he deserves. And you don't want 1,400,000 people knocking on your door. Anyway, thank you very much. Watch out for Ash said you're the best of the best anyway, of course, because he only surrounds himself with the best. God bless you, and God bless Mr. Mufara. By the way, I thought with this wild, crazy 360 that we're having, how could I shut it down? How? without bringing on the legend, all of you know him. If you don't, you're not plugged in. Mr. Mike Ellis. Hold on to your seats. I moved him to the panel. Let's see if I did it right. Yes, I did.
Yeah,
Mike.
You guys are good. You know, I'm listening to Chris, and I really have to laugh. Those individuals out there that don't know what's going on, and I had this conversation with Dan this morning. I said, you know, you dummy, all you have to do is come and listen to Marty, Chris, and Red, some of the other founders. You're going to know exactly what's going on. And once you know what's going on, there is no bitching and moaning. I want to correct Chris with one little thing, just very, very quickly. Chris, you have the face for a camera. You need to be on. There's no reason you should go anywhere. I mean, your face was born for the camera. And that's why people come. They come to see you, Chris. So, you know, I come on and I listen to you guys, and it's like I won't sleep for another 3 days because you've got so much to share, so much to give, talking about Unpassive, talking about Ash, talk about what's coming. And I'll just do a very, very quick preview of what I heard yesterday. The first thing, when you come on a webinar that Ash did yesterday, it is a webinar for a specific purpose, okay? And that specific purpose is to test everything. Now, this is an extremely exciting thing because as Unpassive and the tech team test OConnect, and I've talked about this before, the time frames that it takes them to fix what they find is getting shorter and shorter and shorter. And they had problems last Saturday. They had some problems yesterday, which was Tuesday. They fixed it from Saturday to Tuesday, came on, had another OConnect. Okay, they've found the problems, and they didn't have the whole OConnect up there because they didn't need it. They wanted specific things that they needed to address. How long is it going to take them to fix what they found yesterday and have the next OConnect? This is really important. You guys need to understand this. You need to see what's coming, what's happening. How long is it going to take them? Is it going to take 12 hours? Is it going to take 24 hours? Are they going to have it Friday? Are they going to have it Saturday? Does it even matter? It doesn't. What Ash is showing, Ash says, listen, Ash said so many things on that terrible webinar yesterday that people said was terrible. He said so many things. It was the best webinar I've ever been to. Ash Mufareh said more things in a shorter period of time than I've ever heard in my life. And that's hard for Mr. Mufareh. He likes to talk. But if you listen to what he said, the time frame it takes to fix the problems with OConnect, what's going to be happening after OConnect is to that point of 99% perfect. What's going to happen? And again, I shouldn't have to tell any of you any of this. What's going to happen? He's going to introduce it to the world. What's going to happen when he enters OConnect to the world? What's going to happen to you? And this is where I get a chuckle out of people that come in, aren't engaged, and say, I just don't get it. I went to the webinar. It was absolutely horrible. I had to get off. Well, you got off too soon, because if you would have waited until the end of the webinar, Mr. Mufareh shared things with you that will blow your mind. Number one, you know exactly when Unpassive is launching. I can almost give you a day when it's going to launch. Now, I don't have a problem like Chris has. I have no problem coming on and telling you something that doesn't happen. I have no problem whatsoever. And I do it all the time. You know why I don't have a problem with that? Because every time I do that, Ash Mufareh comes on and whatever he does is 10 times better than what I thought it was going to be. And if you pay attention and you listen to him, you know that. So when you hear me say something and it's not the case, be happy about that, because it's going to be so much better than even I thought about. We know when Unpassive is going to be launching within a very, very narrow time frame. Now, Mr. Mufareh, and I'm not going to tell you what he said. Mr. Mufareh said something on the webinar. It was about 10 seconds. And I got off the webinar with Dan Street, and both of us were to the moon. We were just so giddy. If you'd have been on the phone call, you would have thought we were crazy. And I know Marty caught it, and Red and Chris probably caught it too, but I'm not going to tell you what that is. I'm going to let you ponder that a little bit. 10 seconds changed your life. That is Ash Mufareh. That is on passive. That is where we're going. And guys, we're just getting started. This is nothing yet. This is nothing. And I talked to Marty earlier today, and both of us had the same opinion. Marty was speechless, and I only had a couple words. We are so far out there right now. When Red talks about OConnect and the things that are coming with OConnect with the call to action, that is, I would pay $1,000 a month just for that button. Literally, guys, I would pay $1,000 a month for a call to action and being able to reroute people in the moment to another page. You know why? Because I'd sign up 10,000 people a month. And by the way, that's coming. And the really cool thing about this, Marty and I, we're not geniuses. Red, he's pretty smart. Chris is pretty smart, much smarter than we are. Everybody can do this. And we're going to show you how over time. So guys, get excited about where you are. We are in such a unique place right now, and keep your eyes open or you're going to miss it. And that's it. That's it, Marty. Just a quick, there it is. It's here. Get ready.
Marty, before
Thank you so much. Yeah, go ahead.
I would just like to thank Mike Ellis for coming on, but actually, I really want to thank Mike Ellis for everything that he has done for On Passive. I would wager that 50% of founders have got in one way or another because of this man here, Mike Ellis. If it wasn't for you doing what you did in those early days, Mike, we wouldn't be here today. So from me, a massive, massive thank you for everything you've done for On Passive, Mike. That's
really kind of you, Red, to say that. But and I think everybody knows this. It was a cumulative effort between Marty, Dan, and I. Like I said, I'm not that bright. I listen to Marty. I listen to Dan. I listen to Ash. We kick it around. And because I started doing the videos, I was the one that did the videos. Believe me, when I first started, I didn't want to do videos. I was horrible. And Marty will tell you, I was horrible at them. In fact, I did videos that Marty told me they're great, but you can't put them up because you'll end up in jail. That's how bad I was. But it was a cumulative effort, but between Marty, Dan, and I, and we're glad that people grabbed hold of it. And it really was all of OnPassive, all the founders. They grabbed it, they used it, they brought people in. So it was really the whole family of OnPassive, and you and Chris, you add so much more to that table. It's really, really important that people continue to come out, use their talents as you all do, and really express the vision of Ash Mufareh and the dream of Ash Mufareh. But thank you, Red. That's awful nice of you to say.
Boom, baby. Michael, thank you for being on. I could not do this after I saw Mike on a text. I went, oh my God, I got to get Mike. We'll round this off perfect. Yeah, obviously I've been with Mike for 10 years, and yeah, everybody looks at today how great things look, but let me tell you, there were some days that weren't so much fun. But we did it, and all of it was trust. You find somebody you can trust. It's a big deal, especially online in that disgusting world of MLM. It's really bad. Anyway, another thing I wanted to bring up, and I brought this up on my lives, and this is the pros and cons of OnPassive. When I got my first iPhone, which was from Mr. Mufareh, I never had a phone before that in my life at 60 years. It was perfect. I said, oh my God, what doesn't this thing do? It eliminated TomToms, which are a place to how do you find where you're going to go travel somewhere. That's in there. It's a TV set. Okay. But we did not sit there and look at it while it was being built. OnPassive was naked in front of everybody and getting clothes while everybody's watching. And that's the con of Unpassive. The pro is we got to be involved. The con is everybody's seeing the process, but if they waited and the door's open and here's Connect, it's done. Holy moly, guys. So that's what I try to tell people. A lot of founders threw on their customer hat months ago. And you have to remind them, you're not a damn customer yet. Okay, you're a founder. You said you wanted to be a founder, be a founder. Stop judging things as if it's in the showroom. You're looking at a paint job and they didn't paint it yet. Wait until it gets where it needs to be. Anyway, I wanted to mention that. That was the pros and cons of Unpassive. But I'll tell you what, I'm blown away. I couldn't say it any better than all of us did together. If we all said it together, that's what we feel. But anyway, keep your eyes open, because I would expect, just the way they're moving right now, and because they stopped sleeping in December, I would not be surprised we hear something tomorrow. No joke. Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, any one of them, maybe even Sunday. So be ready. Prayer for Mr. Mufara. He was watching us at the doctor's office, and so was his whole staff. That's why I yelled out to Dr. Santana. Anyway, love you all, and thank you for being here.
Hey, Marty.
I'm glad I got to let go of all this pressure, because Dawn was doing something getting on her nerves. So go ahead.
Hey, Marty, let me say one more thing before you get off, Marty. There will come a day. Marty talked about the beginning and how things worked and how we interacted and that kind of stuff. There will come a time when we can come on and share some stuff we can't share yet. And it's the hard stuff. It's the hard stuff, but they're the greatest stories. You know, once you get through them, you think back on them and you go, that was really, really cool. And someday we'll be able to come on. I don't know when that day will be, but we'll be able to come on and tell you some things. You'll really enjoy it, and we'll enjoy telling it to you. That's it, Marty. I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah, very good. Anybody else got anything else? Red?
Just say thanks. Like Red said to Mike, I have followed his path in the beginning. And what I did is, I know Mike doesn't like praises, but I do thank him, because I learned a lot of things just watching his lives, the way he does things. Not exactly like Mike, because I'm not Mike, but I truly want to thank all three of you, because I have learned so much from every one of you, and I'm not going to stop. I know you ain't going to stop with the four of us here right now, and the 1,400,000, man, we're moving mountains, and we're putting them in space right now. So thanks, Mike, Marty, Red. I love every one of you.
You know, Chris,
go ahead, Mike.
Just thank God you're better looking than I am. That's all.
No, I don't think so. I know Connect.
yeah.
Oh my God.
No. But and thank God Mike's got bad eyesight. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, thanks everybody, and I want to tell you something. Like I said, what we saw is the worst it's ever going to be. Imagine that. Anyway, I'll see you all next Wednesday on 360. Thanks everybody, and have a great